Alright, what's up? Welcome back to the Cooler. Right now we're going to talk about our top 10 running backs going into this year for fantasy. So this is strictly fantasy points and what we think is going to happen, where they're going to land, all that. We're going to go 10-1. Jack, you can start.
Alright, for my number 10 for PPR, I have Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I wasn't very big on him going into last season, but this season I think that he will be number 10 because he's a very solid runner, and when you have Patrick Mahomes throwing to you, you're bound to catch some passes. Number 9, I have Miles Sanders.
Ooh.
I think Miles Sanders, he will do very well, especially in the new Eagles offense. I don't see much of his carries being taken away by any of the new running backs or any of his targets in the backfield. I still think he is the Eagles guy, and he will carry most of the workload. Number 8, I have Josh Jacobs. He's going to do what I think Josh Jacobs has been doing for the past couple seasons, which is put up very solid rushing numbers.
Yeah.
Along with, not solid rushing numbers, very good rushing numbers, along with solid receiving. Number 7, might be a little low for some people, but I have Aaron Jones. I don't think that, he's going to be top 5 because he's losing Aaron Rodgers. But
as far as we know. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I agree with keeping him low.
Yeah. Number 6, I have Joe Mixon.
Whoa.
What?
I don't know. Just keep going.
All right. I have him at 6. The Bengals, they just drafted Jamar Chase. They will be a little more pass heavy than they were last year.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's coming back, healthier. Joe Mixon, he got injured last year. He was out for a majority of the season. And, yeah. Number 5, this is pretty low, but I have Saquon Barkley. I don't think that after last season, I think he will still be Saquon Barkley. He'll do very good. He recovers quickly off of injuries. He's a freak. And he is the best player on the Giants by a mile.
By far, yeah.
And he will be getting 90% of the touches. Exaggeration, but, Number 4, Derrick Henry. The only reason I have him at 4, he puts up the rushing yards, but he doesn't get receiving yards, and he doesn't get receptions.
Right.
And in a PPR league, receptions are important for running backs.
Very important. Right.
Dalvin Cook is my number 3. He's quick.
Yeah.
Catches the ball, and he can put up 1,300 rushing yards.
Yeah.
And number 2, I have Alvin Kamara. Pretty sure, what was he? Number 1 last year?
Yeah, PPR 1.
Yeah. But there's also another reason that he was number 1, and I think Christian McCaffrey is the reason that Alvin Kamara finished number 1 as running back in PPR, because it's Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
He'll put up 1,000+ rushing yards, 1,000+ receiving yards, and he'll give you 6 receptions a game.
Yeah.
On top of touchdowns. I think Christian McCaffrey is he's the best running back in the league in terms of
all around
everything.
Yeah, all
everything. Christian McCaffrey's number 1. Rushing goes to Derrick Henry. But this is PPR. So that's my top 10.
Solid top 10. I mean, 2 guys I'm not sure about are Miles Sanders and Joe Mixon, but we'll see. Alright, my top 10 honorable mentions go to Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones, and Austin Eckler. Normally you have Aaron Jones and Josh Jacobs up there, but I'm not. 10, I got Antonio Gibson. I like him for this year. He was RB13 last year. They want to incorporate him in the passing game more, which is massive, and I think he's got the 10 spot. I like him there. Number 9, Najee Harris. I think he's going to have a great rookie year. I mean, Jonathan Taylor finished, 6th in PPR last year? So I think he's going to have a similar year to that. Maybe not start off so great, but then come on later. Cam Akers. I love Cam Akers for this year. I have him at 8. Sean McVay said he's going to be an every down back. They want him to be. I mean, I think dude is extremely talented. I think he's going to just, shoot up. I think he's going to be great. 7, DeAndre Swift. I put him there because he is the offense. He's going to be the offense. Great receiving back, great running back. Only guy they got is TJ Hawkinson. So it may be a predictable offense, but I still think DeAndre Swift is going to perform. I even think Jamal Williams could be good, but obviously not to the same standard. But I do like DeAndre Swift. 6, a little bit low. A lot of people might disagree with this. Dalvin Cook. I got him at 6. Last year he was 2 in PPR and he was 3 in not PPR. But I think Irv Smith is going to develop this year. Justin Jefferson going to do even better. They still got Thielen. I think they're going to be a little bit more pass heavy. He averaged about 25 touches per game last year. I think that's going to dwindle down a bit. But we'll see. 5, low again. Alvin Kamara. Different offense. It's not Drew Brees. Jameis Winston can chuck the ball. So if it is Jameis Winston at the helm, I think it's going to be a little bit different style. I still think Alvin Kamara is going to be great. I think this is going to be a very high-scoring fantasy year. Extra game, more players back, massive competition. I just got Kamara at 5. 4, I'm going Jonathan Taylor. He finished 6th last year in PPR. He finished 4th in non-PPR. I think he's going to do just insane. I think he's going to be great. I love him for this year. He averaged 26 points from weeks 13 to 17. That's like one hell of a way to end the season. Love the guy. 3, we're going Saquon Barkley here. I think he's going to come back so strong. I think he's going to have not an Adrian Peterson comeback, but he's going to definitely put himself in the comeback player of the year category. He's a freak, like you said. It's Saquon Barkley, best player on that team. They have somewhat of a line out. Now they have weapons to balance it out, and Kenny Galladay and that kind of thing. I think Saquon is going to have a phenomenal year. I think a lot of people are underselling him. I think a lot of people are doubting him just because of injuries. It's still Saquon Barkley. My number 2, I know this is PPR, but I'm still putting him there. I think it's going to be Christian McCaffrey at 2. I think they're going to switch up the offense a little bit. I think with Sam Darnold, bit of a different situation. They have Chuba Hubbard back there. Again, Christian McCaffrey gets like 25 touches a game, Now they have Chuba Hubbard to kind of balance it out so he doesn't have to play 98% of snaps. I think they're going to want to keep him healthy because when he came back, he couldn't stay healthy, And I really do believe it's because of workload. They really, they put the entire offense on his back. Still going to completely outperform a lot of people. He's Christian McCaffrey. But I just got him at 2 because I think they're going to switch it up a bit. And 1, I'm putting Derrick Henry. I think he's going to be incorporated a little more in the passing game. I think he's going to just take off. He's not really receiving threat because he doesn't rack up receptions. But regardless, dude had 330 points last year, just as like a pure rushing back. If they get him a little more involved in the passing game, and I think that running game has opened up a lot more with this Julio Jones trade, I would not doubt him putting up like 400 or more because I don't know. I think he's going to have that kind of year. I think he's going to have like 2017, 2016 David Johnson kind of year when they put up 402 points. I see it being that kind of year, and I like Derrick Henry at my 1. But that is my top 10.
Okay.
Anything you want to add?
Well, what do you have to say about Mixon and Miles Sanders in my top 10?
Well, I just think Miles Sanders is he's in the committee. I don't know if he's really going to perform enough to be a top 10. And Joe Mixon, I love Joe Mixon. Again, he hasn't really performed that great. He was injured last year. Had that 142-point game, which is crazy, but I don't know. It's risky picks. I like him, though. But I'd rather Joe Mixon up there than Miles, but we'll see. That's it.
Of course, a Snapchat comes right at the end.